All right, can you just clap in front of your face? We're rolling, we're ready. My name's Tommy Cole, and I'm biting the bullet for life before success. That's where I am right now. I have a couple jobs to help pay my bills, keep a roof over my head, and then I pursue my passion on the side for free. I'm a writer, actor, comedian, and my passion in life is just to entertain people and make them laugh. I'd say about a year ago, I'd been writing, at that point I'd been writing for about 3 to 4 years, and nothing had really happened with it. I submitted a lot of scripts, different places. I'd tried to do like a half-assed job at meeting people or networking or challenging myself, putting myself out there, and nothing was really working. I wasn't making myself really authentically vulnerable or really putting myself out there at all. I was keeping myself really safe just by sticking to what I had done and what I'd known. And I was really frustrated. I was really kind of angry at my situation and then upset with myself, and then I had shame. And I remember meeting people, talking to people, and just dreading the question, what do you do? Because it's like, fuck, what do I do? Well, I don't really want to tell you because I'm embarrassed, because I don't really do anything that you would know yet. Or, I had this entire inner monologue, fear, speech going on at all times about what I was doing with my life, because so I'd say I'm just a bartender, or I'm just a spin instructor, or I'm just a personal assistant. And I would never, tell people that I was a writer or that I was an actor. And if I would tell people, I would say I want to be a writer. Yeah, so then about a year ago, I realized there was nothing stopping me from making people laugh or bringing humor to a situation. I have my own means and capability of doing that, so I started just putting on a different wig every week and coming up with these weird characters and posting the videos on Instagram. It was such an amazing way to see the fruits of your labor right away and to get feedback from people. The amount of people I had reaching out to me saying like, hey, that was so funny, or you just took my mind off something for the day, or I look forward to these every week, was so much greater than anything I'd ever experienced in my life. And keeping with it and doing it, it allowed me to network with people in a different way, because they could see something physical to what I was doing, no matter how small it was. And it gave me something to have pride in, and it gave me something to live for, in a sense, because it was something that I was sharing with the world, and I didn't care how many people saw it or how many people responded to it. The fact was that I was getting myself out there, and I was taking a chance, and I was taking a risk. And that gave me so much sense of pride that I had never been able to experience just from hiding myself from other people. So it was that function of making the videos every week that really gave me a sense of pride and something to take ownership in. So when I would meet people and they would say, what do you do? I would then respond proudly and say, oh, I make these weird videos and you should watch them because they're funny. And I find that when I put myself out there and I told people to watch them, the people who would respond well and who would be like, these are so fucked up, or these are weird, or these are crazy, I love these, those are my kind of people. Those are the people that I want to surround myself with. Those are the people who want to support me and to see me through. And there's been a couple people who are unsupportive, and fair enough, more power to you, but it's so easy at that point to recognize that that's not a kind of person who I want to devote my attention to or to exhaust my efforts on. Those people aren't worth the time and the space that I have in my life. So now that I'm owning it, I'm attracting a different type of person in my life who is on the same wavelength as me. I find that, it's similar to a law of attraction thing. If you are who you're with, or you are what you eat, or you surround yourself with like-minded things, and you become your environment. So the more fearless and the more excited I am and the more passionate I am, the more I attract those types of people. And the less that I attract people who are riddled with shame and guilt and who make themselves feel small as a means of not having to carry the weight of being rejected. You know, I attract people who understand that rejection is part of life. Yeah, I do also think, though, that Instagram and social media in general can be such an ass kick. I mean, like, there's always going to be someone who's hotter than you, and there's always going to be someone who is at a better place in the world on the best vacation, and you surround yourself with those things. Like, you choose who to follow, you choose who to subscribe to, and you choose what you feed your brain. And I just found for the longest time that was making myself miserable, because then I'd go on my feed and I'd be like, hey, like, I wasn't on the beach, or I wasn't, you know, at this cool concert, or I wasn't with all these hot people. And it comes to a certain point where you're just like, what do I want to say to the world? What do I have to offer the world? And it's so much greater for myself. I have so much more that I want to say, just than like, this is my healthy salad, or this is my hot body, or this, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many greater things that I think have better value to bring to society than those small, shallow things that we all just get sucked into so naturally. It's human nature to just get drawn to those pretty, shiny things. And finally I was like, you know what? Like, I'm weird, and I can be ugly, and I can be funky and funny, and I would rather show that and be all these weird versions of myself and have all these characters that I build to make people smile, rather than just, you know, it's like selfies and whatever else that is. So I encourage anyone else who might relate to what I'm saying, or to feel like they're going through something similar, to also just bite the bullet for it as well, and to own it. Start with something that feels a little smaller and safer with the people that you know, and talk about it freely, and you'll release that shame, and you'll start to build up a sense of confidence. You'll start to build up a sense of pride, and you'll allow yourself to interact with more people who are where you want to be, who can challenge you to be better, who can help you grow into a better artist, or a better entrepreneur, or a better businessman, woman, whatever that might be, whatever your passion is, whatever you find drives you and, you know, makes you tick.